Ladies and gentlemen, we start off today's live stream with an epic celebration. Happy Six Figures Day to everybody watching, and I hope you guys are doing fantastic. It is an amazing day. Bitcoin, six-figure Bitcoin. You did not hear that wrong. Of course you know. You've seen it. It's all over. You can't hide from it. You can't escape from it. Bitcoin is here. It is above six figures, and we are stronger than ever. It is a momentous event, ladies and gentlemen, and I am glad that you are here with me for today's morning live stream. This is your crypto market update, and today is December 5th, 2024, a day that will live in infamy throughout the crypto sphere, throughout the financial markets. Forget MicroStrategy, forget Tesla. Who cares about SMIC? It is Bitcoin's time in the spotlight, ladies and gentlemen, today. A lot to talk about today, a lot to go over, a lot of charts, a lot of potential opportunities. But before we begin, I would just like to start by giving a, we cannot forget that we in general, as individuals, as a society, as a culture, we stand on the shoulders of giants. All right. The 19th century was an unprecedented explosion of technological advancement, human flourishing, and prosperity. Most of the things that we still enjoy today, like mass production, electricity, sanitation, all originated from the capitalist spirit of the 19th century. But in that same vein, the price of 100,000 was not easily come to. We stand on the shoulders of the holders, of the long-term holders, of the dip buyers, of the 100x degens who came before us. And so before we get into the charts, before we get into today's enthusiasm, I would just like to give a salute to those who came before us, the crypto warriors, the cypherpunks, those who bought the dip at 6K, those who bought the dip at 3K, those who bought the dip at 45K, those who bought the dip today. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a shout out and a salute to those who have made it possible. Thank you, Satoshi Nakamoto. Thank you, Vitalik Buterin. Thank you, Justin Sun. I hope the banana tasted good. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's lock in. We've got a lot to cover today. Shout outs to everybody in the chat. M3TZ, Yes to Crypto, Alex81. We've got, hey, Yes to Crypto, 37 months. What's up, dude? He says, thank you for introducing me to ByDFi. I have profited so much by using proper leverage, position sizing, risk tolerance, and just in time for the bull market. Yes, I love to hear it, man. If you keep it up, you're going to be the big winner of our Christmas competition. Oh, yeah, shout outs. Normal stuff, bookkeeping, housekeeping, if you will. If you're new to the channel, or if you're not new to the channel, if you've been here for a while and you're a lurker, that's totally fine. We love lurkers, but come into the spotlight, embrace the community, become one with the cracking cryptocurrency. If you find value in this content in any way, shape, or form, please like the video. It really helps get us up in the algorithm. Subscribe if you have not already on YouTube. If you're following on Rumble, same thing, like and follow. And if you're following on X, make sure to follow me at cracking_crypto. I post a morning alpha report every single morning, Monday through Friday. I do have a life, and one every evening. It is a truncated, I post those reports publicly. Give you guys a quick glimpse here. Obviously, I post those reports publicly on X and in our Discord, so make sure to join our free Discord, links in the description. But as you can see, this is our private community in Kajabi. This is my life's work. This is the Crypto Trading Academy, and as you guys can see, I only post Bitcoin and Ethereum alpha publicly, but then I do cover in-depth Solana, XRP, Doge, Doge, as well as the entire rest of the altcoin market right here. Exactly what I think are good buys. And then I, of course, cover our automated strategies like Minx and Bottom Feeder when there are relevant updates. So if you want that, first link in the description. Make sure to join our $2,000 trading competition over on ByDFi. Big shout outs to ByDFi. That is going on until December 27th. All right, let's get into the skibbity Bitcoin, if as the kids would say. All right, Bitcoin. Obviously, we reached 100K. Great. But what's going on right now? Obviously, in the short term, Bitcoin has been pulling back for the better part of the last hour. We attempted to make a push right up here. We did kind of break above this high, but we weren't able to sustain price. So we did face some stiff resistance there that we are currently rejecting from. Nothing to really be like too insanely crazy about. This is exactly what I said in my morning report that I posted a little while ago. I said, hey, you know, we've had a big movement. Don't be overly like enthusiastic, like trying to lever the top. Pullbacks are likely. This is okay. Let's not get concerned. Usually what we see, but I think that we can have a nice sustained continued push potentially into the teens here of 100,000, maybe 115,000 is kind of my bigger target on my daily swing that we opened up. Yeah, I mean, besides that, but you know, people get, I say this because it's not that I don't want people to be really bullish. It's not that I don't want people to make a lot of money, but it's just, you need, as a trader, right? You need to find opportune entries. You need to find good opportune zones. Like right now is a better entry for a long position than it was up here thinking the price is going to break out. I'm not the biggest fan of breakout trades. I really have more success dip buying, and that is kind of the crux of my strategy. I either buy breakouts like on the daily or the 4-hour time frame when there's been a significant period of consolidation and the odds are in my favor that price is going to run, or I wait until I see an established trend, then I buy dips, and then I just keep dipping, I just keep buying, I just keep dipping. All right. So trends. Currently, Bitcoin is now printing a bearish 5-minute trend, a bullish 10-minute trend, a bullish 30-minute trend, and a bullish 4-hour trend. On the daily time frame, we had this nice long period of consolidation around the 10 daily exponential moving average of the 10 DEMA. Price has now resolved, been given the excuse to pump. Yesterday's daily close was a strong signal. This is exactly what I've been looking for, a strong close with very little wick at or above resistance, which is what we accomplished. We finally were able to overcome that $98,000 level of resistance that we have been struggling with. And of course, overnight, really over the course of, as you can see here, just, you know, about an hour and a half, we put in that really nice epic pump from about 98,000 and reaching a high of $1,004, $104,645. You know, it's beautiful to say. It didn't really roll off the tongue like silk there, but it sure tasted like chocolate in my mouth. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Woo. We have our point of control at 103,184. Our value area high for the day is 103,982 to 105,680. Our value area low is going to be 98,749 to 100,447. So that's kind of the area to be looking for those really advantageous intraday longs. You'll notice that as I mouse over that, you will see that that is very synonymous with the 4-hour 10 exponential moving average. So just that nice aggressive buy zone here for Bitcoin on the daily. It would also line up very nicely with the bottom of the 30-minute buy channel. So essentially, just to kind of cover strategy here, you know, you have to pick your risk tolerance and pick your aggression. And this is why I have multiple time frames on the chart. When things are really bullish, you can obviously buy pullbacks to the 5-hour buy zone, which is just going to be our green guppy band. So when the guppy band is green, that means we have a bullish trend. So anytime price pulls back there, you can buy. Is a good trade strategy. If those fail, then you have the 10-minute. If that fails, then you have the 30-minute. If that fails, then you have the 4-hour. All right, so on and so forth. And then the daily, obviously, weekly, there are just here as a roadmap. So overall, we do have that resistance for now intraday of 103,184. We do have support here, roughly where price is stopping right now. So we're potentially going to get a bounce here, maybe up to 102,454. We deviated here a little bit below VWAP, so I would expect price to at least get back over VWAP, if not make a run on that level of resistance, which is the point of control intraday. Bigger pullback targets, of course, we are in the 30-minute buy zone, and we do have this support that we've established here. If price is going to pull back more than that, I don't really think it's going to, unless we are going to be seeing like something like a local top, which I don't think is the case. But if that is the case, then of course our 4-hour buy then would be like a return back to 98,000, which is not what we want to see. We don't want to see a complete rejection of this. You know, breakout pullback retests are fine, but a breakout pullback retest at this point should really just be sending price back to approximately 100,000. So worst case scenario, again, we might retrace to 100,000 here. And then we could be looking for better entries to swing back up to the upside. Andrew Munns, Chase Somer, we got Saga Alpha Club in the chat. Good to see you guys. Dark roast. All right, so that's our overall game plan for Bitcoin. Like I said, we got those daily swing longs. We put those on yesterday, those breakout longs. Average entry price of $98,129. And so I'm feeling pretty comfy. All right. You guys obviously trade your own accounts, do what you think is right, but I think we push higher. Again, maybe consolidation here, but I would overall like to see, I'd like to see price just like bloop, bloop, bloop on up. You know, we had that nice, you know, about one and a half weeks of consolidation here at the 10 DEMA, and we've been getting an excuse to pump. So, you know, if we don't continue to pump, then we are, of course, looking at something nasty. And we're not gonna talk about that. Doesn't exist. All right, Ethereum. Ethereum as well put in a very nice movement today, pulling back a little bit now over the last really only hour or so. Nothing too drastic. We did reach a new kind of yearly high at 3,960, just $40 shy of that $4,000 mark, which very much like Bitcoin's 100,000, I do believe we are going to be hitting very soon. We have a indecisive or neutral 5-minute trend. We have a bullish 10-minute trend. We have a profit bear. Good to see you, brother. You are never late, always on time. 30-minute bullish trend, and of course a 4-hour bullish trend. Ethereum has put in a very nice 4-hour move to the upside here. And I think we do. Of course, this all kind of depends on Bitcoin, if Bitcoin is going to consolidate here. And we can see that from dominance. Let's not forget about dominance, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'm going to do here is actually something a little different. I'm going to take, this is USTD, and I'm going to add BTC.D to it. All right. Okay. And then we can chart that out. So this is USDT dominance plus Bitcoin dominance. All right. As we can see, it reached 66%. Let's just kind of scroll this out. And so as BTC and USDT dominance rose, it was Bitcoin season. And now we have reached, again, a nice previous level of resistance. All right, we can see this is where alt season began back in 2017. If you guys recall, this is October, November of 2017. This is shortly before Bitcoin topped. But remember, in that cycle, even though Bitcoin began to drop, Bitcoin dominance dramatically fell, and it was altcoin season throughout the early months of 2018. And it was a beautiful time of a rapid appreciation. We see the same thing here in December of 2020 when Bitcoin and USDT dominance plummeted. And what happened during that time period? Altcoin season. Yeah, it was altcoin season. So let's kind of mark that out. And let's mark out here and here. And we can see that in the arms of the angels. 64 bars, so about 2 months. And 134 bars, so about 4 months. All right. So, and now we have risen dramatically. And we are getting this very sharp drop off in Bitcoin and USDT dominance. And that's why our alt sneezing indicator has just in the span of a few weeks completely skyrocketed from Bitcoin season to altcoin season. So beautiful time for the altcoin holders out there. What I am kind of expecting from dominance here is probably a little bit of a dead cat bounce. So we probably do see some pullbacks in altcoins, potentially. Nothing too dramatic to get worried about. And then a continuation of alt season, all right? Because this has only been going on, let's see, this drop has really been only going on for, we've just got more time. This drop's really only been going on for, yeah, like 14 bars. So like 2 weeks of altcoin season. And we should have minimum 2 months, maximum 4 months of altcoin season. All right. So certainly stretching into Q1 of 2025. Alex, I won't have any of that altcoin top calling around here, brother. I will not condone any of that. I need Brett to 10x. We've got far more 10x's. So here we are. And here's March of 2021 when we reached the same level, and altcoin season continued on until June of 2021. Here we reached the same level in approximately January of 2018, and that continued on until March of 2018. So again, should have another 2 to 3 months of beautiful, lovely altcoin season here. And as we can see, didn't really happen here too much, but it happened here quite nicely, where we popped up, had a bit of a pullback, and then that continued on. So I think I could be wrong about the dead cat bounce on Bitcoin dominance. Certainly could, but I do not think that I'm wrong that altcoins have not yet topped out. We're getting close to this. We're getting close to the cycle high, but yeah, I think there's certainly more gas in the tank. And also, I mean, we might, again, remember guys, like, we're potentially entering into a phase of the market cycle we haven't seen before, where we've had these very predictable, 4-year busts and booms, 3 years of up, 1 year of down. We've had these very predictable cycles, but we have some unprecedented stuff happening, which is the marriage of cryptocurrency to U.S. geopolitics, which is just lovely to see. K7 Jixter asks, "What's this website?" It's blockchain centered. I'll just paste it in the chat. There you go. Bloop, blop. Ethereum. What are we talking about? So yeah, we talked about the trends. Key levels for the day. Point of control is at 3,929. VWAP, which is what we just bounced off of, is 3,879. Value area high from 3,933 to 3,985. Value area low from 3,772 to 3,824. What's going on, Felipe? Justin Menelana says Justin bought 100 BTC. I wish, man. I wish. How is the Jesus trade playing out? Honestly, like, Jesus is I haven't really looked too closely at it. Where can I put that? I should probably put that in low caps. Yeah, since I already have, we're gonna look for Dex, and we're gonna look for Uni, and we're gonna look for Jesus. There we go. Bam. Well, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. I think we caught the bottom. Life's good. Listen, we're still in a downtrend. We haven't broken the downtrend. This is just yet another lower high and a relief rally. But like I said, we're getting into that kind of long-term period of support. Yes to crypto, man. Sit down with your beautiful self. With the 10 gifties. Thank you so much, man. F to 10K. You better believe it, man. You better believe it. Thank you, Yes to Crypto, for your continued patronage and support of this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been gifted a membership, do not forget to thank your gifters. It was not free. Amen to that, Alex. Jesus should be in everyone's lives and portfolios. Trust in the Lord, and the Lord will push Bitcoin to 150,000. Everybody just pray harder, and Ethereum will be 4K tonight, which doesn't really seem like crazy. We're at 3,900, right? We went 3,960. We're like $40 away. All right. So obviously, Ethereum broke down between our kind of short-term weak level of support at 3,908. We do face resistance at 3,938. Let's see here. We've deviated below the 10-minute buy zone, just kind of briefly touched into the 30-minute buy zone. So this would definitely be an aggressive area to pick up along, but not a bad area because this is, again, roughly the point where we've been bouncing before. So again, for the aggressive traders out there, this is a relatively good RR swing trade. And not swing trade, but, you know, move to the upside here. And I would be targeting resistance at 3,938. Not necessarily higher prices with an intraday trade like this, but overall, like decent 30-minute buy. Obviously, if this fails, then you just kind of sit on your hands and wait for a better signal to appear. But right now, when the market's trending very strongly and price pulls back, you buy the dip. This is like the best way to proactively trade a bull market. All right, Solana, as the individuals in the group know, you guys know I've been kind of pretty bearish on Solana, but I did end up closing. I successfully shorted Solana from here to here, and then I re-entered Solana here, and then we ended up closing out last evening right around here. So I was able to grab some profits off of it. Glad I did, obviously, because Solana's pushed up. And I just knew, I was like, hey, I didn't know. Anybody who tells you they know what's going to happen in the markets is lying to you, but I just had a good inkling that, hey, you know, listen, even though I'm kind of bearish on Solana, you know, I probably shouldn't be so bearish here. I don't want to be bearish in a bull market. And just there's going to be so much spillover enthusiasm from Bitcoin hitting 100K and Ethereum potentially hitting 4K that Solana is this is probably not a good position hold. So I just rolled that into my Ethereum long, and I'm glad that I did. But anyways, we have a neutral 5-minute trend, a bullish 10-minute trend. Nice, really nice pump over the last couple of 10 minutes, over the last 20 minutes or so here on Solana. A bullish 30-minute trend, a bearish 4-hour trend. We did bounce here off the 30 DEMA on the daily. And we came really close to the 10 exponential moving average on the weekly time frame. So overall, I mean, we do see this consolidation. I don't want to be like a super bear on Solana. You know, like, are we forming a head and shoulders? Like, I don't know. But we have resistance here at about 240, 249, which has been resistance for quite a while. So this is either a nice kind of accumulation buy zone, and Solana is going to push higher, or we are going to reject from this level of resistance and break down, or at least revisit 221, if not breaking down to our 50 daily exponential moving average at 210. Likely we actually do push higher on Solana. I think there's better opportunities out there, so I won't be swinging long on this. There's other things that I'm positioning into, but that's my take on Solana. Key levels for the day, we have our point of control at $239.90. VWAP, which we just bounced off of at $236.38. Our value area high is 242.65, which we just kind of rejected from, to 248.67, and our value area low is 224.09 to 230.12. All right, so nothing too insane, nothing too crazy there. Just kind of, you know, we can see this nice box, this nice channel that Solana is consolidating in. You know, obviously breakout trades above, breakdown trades below. Otherwise, you can just kind of scalp the channel. XRP. If we're inserting random demands into the chart, Solana has a 0.95% correlation to BTC over the past year. Just ride. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why I closed the short. XRP. Let's see here. Still continuing to pull back. I posted last night that we're entering the area where I want to re-enter XRP to the long side. We still have kind of long-term swing long positions open up on XRP. But as we can see here, we're pulling back very closely to the 10 DEMA. I think we might have another push to the downside here, maybe between $2 and $2.05. So I actually do have limit bids right here. I haven't yet re-entered XRP or added to my position yet. But that's overall the area that I'm targeting. Enter a swing long here just for a retest. Certainly have resistance at like $2.68 and potentially higher, up to $3, up to $4 potentially. So we'll see if this kind of weekly bearishness sells out, if we can actually retrace the majority of this level. We have a bearish 5-minute trend, a bearish 10-minute trend, a bearish 30-minute trend, but of course a bullish 4-hour trend. So we are getting into, and we just kind of bounced briefly, but I don't think we're going to overcome right now. I think we will pull back a little bit more, but that's just my opinion on the 4-hour time frame. We have current resistance at $2.50. Let's just call it $2.50, and we have support at $2.21. Why is my phone blowing up? All right. And guys, just so damn. And just so you guys aren't scared or afraid, I know that I it seems unconscionable for me to do this, but I actually am going to have to do a shorter stream today. I tried to start as early as I possibly could, but I am going to have to peel out here in about 30 minutes. So we've got a lot to cover in a short period of time. I do apologize for the inconvenience. I did promise my daughter that I would go to school and eat lunch with her today and do recess time with her. And so once I get back, yes to crypto. And everything I just said, just like demolish like what you said. Potentially, I might look to continue on in the afternoon as well. And by the way, in advance, I have my inbox is flooded. My Discord DMs are flooded. I know there's a lot of people that are trying to get a hold of me right now. And I apologize for the wait. That is something I'm going to do this afternoon, is make sure I go through and answer all my messages for everybody who's my friend. Okay, let's carry on. So overall, sorry, just to summarize there, the game plan on XRP. We have some pretty strong support here at about $2.20. So this might just hold. XRP might just be the best buy right now, but I just kind of want to wait. I'm going to sit on my hands, see if we can get another deviation down here below support, and then I'll buy up. So around $2.05 is where I'd ideally like to re-enter XRP. But again, we do have this nice support. We can see that XRP has been bought up here 3 times. So either buying the next dip or probably entering on the breakout of $2.50 is what I'm thinking here. Dogecoin has finally made a move. Life is good. Oh my God. You love to see it. I love Dogecoin. It's one of my largest positions. Dogecoin, let's see here, big picture. Has strong support at 40 cents. We finally broke through that 43-cent level of resistance, but and kind of started to break through that 45-cent level of resistance, but still facing some pretty stiff resistance there. We just can't really get over 45 cents so far, although this is encouraging. You can see we're continuing to grind up higher, higher low, higher low, higher low. All we need is that nice up thrust, push, and break, and hopefully we don't get like an alley-oop, which would suck. Bearish 5-minute trend, bullish 10-minute trend, bullish 30-minute trend. Price is approximately in the 30-minute buy zone for aggressive pullbacks. We are a little bit away from the 4-hour. Consolidating at the 10 DEMA. So overall, I like this. I'm going to continue to swing long. We did hit our first TP on Dogecoin. So my trade is in a no loss situation. My stop loss is now at my entry at approximately 0.426. So if price now pulls back, will stop me out. I'll have profit, and then I will just look to re-enter on a revisit of support or just reevaluate as we get to that time. Key levels on the daily, we have current resistance in the form of the point of control at 0.448. Our VWAP is right where we're at right now at 0.441. We have our value area high at 0.455 to 0.47, and our value area low from 0.411 to 0.426. So area to scoop up longs, area to take profit on longs. You guys know the drill. Okay, let's go over other positions that I have opened up. Obviously, I'm still in Brett. That's going pretty good. We are consolidating and continuing to bounce off the 4-hour buy zone. Nothing too crazy there. I'm still in Aptos pretty heavy. Aptos just had a nice pullback after reaching our first TP. So re-entry opportunity, looking for higher highs on APT. I called Sundog for the group here, and we're up about 18%. Haven't hit any TPs yet because Sundog is kind of a big swing. Incentive, I have I have a lot of incentive. So I want to show this to you. This is incentive on Pulse Chain. And so I want to get you guys' opinion on this, right? Because I have a very large position in incentive, and this is fucking nuts. All right, do you see this? That is, these are, these market sells pushed price down 35% twice. And if we go down to like the, you know, if we go on like the 5-minute time frame, all right, we can see the absolute insanity of this. So this all happened within the span of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This all happened within the span of 30 minutes. All right. Someone sold and it didn't even happen on a lot of volume. Right. So that's what's weird. So it's either like a malfunction or a glitch on PulseX, or like a glitch in TradingView, or or because there's no volume, you know what I mean? But price pushes down 40% and gets immediately bought back up. So I want your guys' opinion on that. What do you think? Because there's two ways to interpret that. The one way is like, well, okay, like, yeah, okay, so like somebody tried to exit out, but demand was so high that, you know, it just immediately got bought right back up. And obviously, like, whale selling is not always an indication that they're going to leave. I can't tell you the number of coins you look at where like the dev sells are like a whale sells, and then like everybody freaks out for a little bit, and then price goes on to do like a 500x after that. For now, I'm still holding because incentive is performing, and we are coming up to kind of the current local high. Let's keep in mind, don't forget that this is the chart of incentive. All right, when we really zoom out, and we can see this long scale accumulation, very strong support here at $1.83, and now nice pushes to the upside. Nice pushes to the upside. So I think incentive can easily get back up here like $10. So, but yeah, you guys tell me, what do you think? It's a scam? Yeah, I mean, it's all a scam, bro. Like, fucking, like, what do you expect? It's fucking Pulse Chain. All right, let's look at some like low caps that I put $100 into that have pretty much gone to zero. Peanut the squirrel. All right, like I made quite a bit of money off the original Peanut when it first came out. And I put $100 into Justice as well. This is supposedly like the actual coin that the owner of Peanut the Squirrel and Fred launched. But yeah, let's see. Again, what did I say yesterday? All celebrity or influencer coins go to zero. If there is if there's a popular person behind a project, like, you never buy it. I don't care who it is. I don't care if I don't like. And this is why, like, listen, love him or hate him, I will never buy any cryptocurrency associated with like Donald Trump. Like, obviously DJT's like done really, really well, but that's like a company that does things and you can trade options on it, right? But like any crypto that's launched, yeah, Hawk Tua coin going to freaking zero. It's going to zero. All right. It might pump. Like, look, Justice pumped. You know what I mean? They're all going to zero. They're all going to zero. They all go to zero. Most coins go to zero. 99% of cryptos go to zero. Hawk Tua. All right, hold on. All right, so we don't need this one anymore. Yeah, so it's just a TradingView bug. Good. All right, life's good. Yeah, TradingView does that crap sometimes. All right, never mind. I'm not asking any questions anymore. Love it. Incentive to $10. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Got a little bit of resistance here, but let's go. Let's go. What else to talk about? So many things to talk about. Aptos, we talked about. Sundog, obviously. I think, you know, again, still plenty of time. Like, I've got some pretty lofty price targets for Sundog here. It's TRX meme coin. Incentive, obviously, I've talked about like some pretty lofty targets. Parcel, all right. Like, let's not forget, Parcel is at a very interesting inflection point right now. All right. Look, okay. So I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. Like, I put like $3,000 into Parcel at 50 cents. All right. So I'm just now back to break even on that initial $3,000 investment. And then I put a little bit more into Parcel I don't know, like not down here, but I think around like 25 cents. So I'm up on Parcel. Life's good. But this is one of my Solana quote unquote like long holds. And like, no, like Parcel hasn't like moved into a bullish territory yet. It launched, right? It launched in April of 2024 and just downtrended. And now we're back up to 50 cents. So I'm just going to be real with you guys. I'm going to continue to hold Parcel. I think Parcel can go to $3. But for those of you who like got in with me initially at 50 cents, like you have the opportunity now to get out of break even. And, you know, there are a vast myriad of opportunities out there. I like Parcel. I think that it's solid. It's an RWA play. RWA is going to be a good narrative, I think, moving into 2024. And one of the more long-term narratives that I think will perform well because they have real world assets. But just throwing that out there, just being honest with you guys, right? If you've been following me for a while, if you're in the group, if you got into Parcel and you want to get out at break even, I'm not mad at you. Department of Government Efficiency. I mean, listen, this is like my morality hold. All right. So, and I got a great entry price on Department of Government Efficiency. I re-added like around $250 million market cap, which is approximately like right here. We do have some pretty stiff resistance right here that we're struggling to overcome at about $320 million market capitalization. But we did reach $500 million market capitalization, and very much like Doge, I think that this can easily reach $1 billion market cap. Like, look at fucking Pepe hit 10 billion. Like, you're telling me the Department of Government Efficiency can't. Let's go. Virtual Protocol, which I entered because you degens recommended it to me. Virtual Protocol pulled back into the 4-hour buy zone. Nice bounce. We do have this resistance at about 49.34. But pull back into the 4-hour buy zone here again. So, and we have support here. Potentially we do come back down and retest this support, but overall, I think not a decent aggressive reentry target for Virtual Protocol. Wrapped BTC, as I said, I re-entered Wrapped BTC on Pulse Chain. We have some very strong support. Here, and worst case scenario is we break down below the support, and then if that's the case, we're probably going to slide down here to like 753, which I will be out of Wrapped Bitcoin if that is the case. But again, not looking too bad. And then my big like medium cap holds are Avalanche, Polkadot, and Ethereum. And yeah, I'm not touching those. Like those are looking really good. Alex asked if I still have tokens staked in the Cosmos ecosystem. Yeah, I need to add Cosmos here because I do have a lot of Cosmos. I mean, listen, I don't think we're really close to the cycle being over. And even though, like I said, I project that we'll have at least like alt season for like the next 2 to 4 months. I'm not too massively concerned. I mean, listen, obviously, like you got to do what's right for your portfolio, but I would say like the safest answer to that is I should probably think about unstaking them in maybe like 2 months, right? Or like, to be honest with you, like how much yield are you earning? Like you're going to make a lot more profit from just having access to the liquidity to sell your tokens. So, yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean risk of depegging? Like I understand what you're saying, but like you're like the risk of depegging. Like Wrapped Bitcoin on Pulse Chain is trading at like negative 99%. That was the whole alpha play, not only on Wrapped Bitcoin but on PDI. That like God forbid we should reach parity. So I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I trade the chart, bro. I don't really trade too many fundamentals. Yeah, just Wrap Bitcoin on Pulse. Yeah. Yeah, just specifically Pulse Chain ecosystem. So yeah, Alex, sorry to answer your question. I do still have Cosmos stake. I hadn't really thought about it, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, like safely, I would say, I mean, if you're concerned with it, I would just unstake now. Like, you know, how much are you going to earn in yield from here to now versus having the ability to sell your tokens? On the other hand, right? Like the reason I'm generally against locking up funds for long periods of time, but one thing that I've really liked about like setting it and forgetting it is that I've been able to really have much stronger hands this cycle, because in a lot of ways I haven't had a lot of access to a lot of my tokens to sell every time I like get freaked out that the market's stopping. I mean, big picture here, we really just need to not get too concerned with trying to sell the top, because you never know. We see a strong trend, and what we really want to look for is like trend weakness, right? We want to look for like, you know, lower lows and lower highs, because I don't think what's going to happen in 2017 is going to happen again. In 2017, we went from 20,000 down to 6,000 instantaneously. And if you didn't sell the top, like, you were pretty fucked. No, that didn't happen in 2020, 2021, right? We hit 60K and it didn't happen. It took a lot longer to get back to 30K, but then we immediately bounced back to 60K. So I am not in any way, shape, or form expecting that this cycle top is going to be some like dramatic, you know, sell everything event, because we've noticed that these cycle tops have gotten less and less violent in their rejection. And with the previous cycle example of 2020 to 2021, there was obviously, you saw that big 50% drop and then the clapback. And then like once you started to see price day after day like continue to trend down and make lower lows, it was very, very clear, like, okay, well, this is we're probably trending down from here. And so that's really what I'm looking at here for Bitcoin. I'm never concerned with like trying to sell the top, because trying to sell the top will make you miss out on what could be another 10x, 5x, 10, 100x to the upside. I'm just more concerned with like overall cycle weakness. Yeah. And then, of course, we've got like the January catalyst coming up, where the initial investors who got into the Bitcoin ETF might be looking to sell for capital gains. So definitely, I think like taking a pause and de-risking in January is warranted for good fundamental reasons. So I'll probably do that as well. Okay. Wow. That was a lot. We got a lot more cover. I wish I could go longer. Okay. Let's talk about some meme coins. GOAT seems to have established some pretty strong support here around 70 cents. We've currently pushed up to about 80 cents. Little bit of like local resistance here, but you know, I really like GOAT. I think GOAT can make another run for it. And so we have pulled back quite nicely here. So obviously take your own risk. I have a big position of BOEM. BOEM had some really strong support here at about 0.85. We're now at 0.01. So up about 20%, big picture on BOEM. Again, BOEM is coming out of this kind of long-term consolidation here. BOEM's got a nice community. Again, it's a meme coin like Fwog or Pepe. And so, yeah, I mean, like, higher. Higher. I don't know what else to say. Cardano pulled back into the 4-hour buy zone. It's popping, consolidating, but we've got resistance at $1.24. I mean, Cardano's an American coin, so it's probably going to do well. Speaking of Pepe, I kind of recommended buying it when we pulled back. I did recommend buying it literally, 3 days ago on the stream. When we pull back into the buy zone here, because we have this kind of long-term symmetrical triangle that we did resolve to the upside, pulled back, breakout. So this is just a classic breakout, pullback, retest, right? Very nicely. And now trending back up to the upside. So I think Pepe is probably going to make new highs. Aptos, got a big bag of the Aptos. Breakout of this consolidation zone, breakout, pullback, retest, and pushing. We should see new highs on Aptos very, very soon. Hedera hash graph is getting close to the reentry zone. So kind of like XRP, Hedera hash graph just really outperformed, has pulled back. We've got a little bit of support here. Might dip a little bit lower. Like we could see like 24, 25 cent H bar, but getting pretty close to a good reentry price on H bar. Ohm, also probably a good buy here still, because very similar to Pepe, long-term consolidation, break to the upside, breakout, pullback, retest, and pushing higher. So I expect higher prices on Ohm here relatively soon. Algo, just like H bar and just like XRP, is getting back into that buy zone here on Algo. So Algo, I don't have as big of a bag as Algo as I would like, but I do have a relatively big bag. I realized I have got crypto all over the place. Stacks. I've got a massive amount of stacks. which I am really happy about actually right now. Yeah, I've been holding stacks since I don't know. I bought their ICO. I bought their ICO, so I've been holding stacks since like back here. Yeah, I think my average entry on stacks was 35 cents. Let's go. And then what else to cover here? All right. Did we look at yeah, we looked at those. Let's look at our low caps real quick. Nero on Binance, probably still a good buy here. We've got very strong support. Had a nice reaction, pull back into the buy zone. We do, you know, obviously we're in a bearish 4-hour trend, so this is a little bit riskier. It's not as if we're in that like kill zone, but this is also underneath the 200 SMA and, you know, holding very nicely below the 200 SMA. I mean, strong support. So yeah, Nero's back in the buy zone. I think Nero's a good buy here. Popcat, you know it, you love it. Same thing. Popcat's got really strong support at about $1.20. And we had this nice push down to $1.20, a deviation below, got bought back up. So again, just kind of looking for that same pattern that I've noticed here, that inverted head and shoulders, right? Breakout, higher prices on Popcat. I like Popcat. So Parcel, it's like my long-term hold, but Popcat's probably one of my bigger trades on Solana right now. We already talked about Brett. Velodrome, which I have a lot of, and I'm going to be having a lot of it for 3 years because I did the 4-year lock, and it is what it is. But Velodrome can go much, much higher, right? So if anybody wants to buy my lock on Velodrome, I'd be willing to sell it. I think it's worth like $7,000 right now. Department of Government Efficiency, we already talked about. Incentive, we already talked about. Zig. Zig, I called for the group. And yeah, I mean, I think Zig's good to continue holding here. Pull back on the 4-hour buy zone here. And then we talked about Jesus already. Let's look at Stacks IPO was 12 cents if you got in with Ethereum. Yeah, I mean, you could be right, which would be better. But for some reason in my head, it feels like 35 cents. Because I invested $5,000 in their ICO. You dog. You dog, you. Which was, you know, Stacks is like one of the few ICOs that like has really worked out well, like long term. Good stuff. Gold continues to like do diddly all pop squat, consolidating at our major moving averages. Pretty big deviation below support that we had up here, so I'm pretty bullish on gold. I think we make a push, probably a good buy right here. Silver, nice double bottom here on silver, currently finding resistance here at 31.32. Pretty obviously, I'm very bullish on silver long term. It's a necessary component and some of the most important things that we're going to need moving forward. So don't I need UNG to go to the... Okay, finally, UNG is going up. Nice. Life is good. UNG has this very strong support at 1271. So I have a lot of UNG. I have a lot of UNG. Filecoin? No, I didn't get it on Filecoin. No, I traded it a few times, but... yeah, UNG is... some nice support here. Got some resistance here, but overall looking for that nice break to the upside. UNG is like a 1 or 2 year hold for me. Oil creeping lower and lower till the breakdown to 66, baby, and then we're looking at $52 barrels. Let's fucking go. Let's go. New high on the SPY. You love to see it. New high on the NASDAQ. You love to see it. What are our stocks doing? MicroStrategy trying to push up from the 10 DEMA, but getting sold in pretty heavily into today. Same with Coinbase. Made a new high, getting sold into. I think Coinbase continues higher. NVIDIA, beautiful bounce from the 50 DEMA, pushing above all major moving averages. NVIDIA probably makes another run for a new high. SMCI hasn't broken the downtrend, but maybe a cup and handle. I don't know. We got resistance, but SMCI, yeah, I don't really got a strong opinion. Tesla, new monthly highs, breaking above resistance. Palantir, new highs, continuing to break higher. Vistra, probably going to make a push for new high here very, very soon. ARC, pull back to the 10 DEMA, probably a good reentry zone here. Mink strategy, ladies and gentlemen. If you subscribe to the group, you will get the Mink strategy. Long tier, took profit here. Life's good. All right. So Mink's really crushed the Bitcoin here. Very good. 2 profitable long trades since noon yesterday. Ethereum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 long entries, and I actually in my morning report I said, hey, take profit on these. So Ethereum beautifully like continuing to DCA in on the way up. Solana went long, and here's your exit signal that came in right here. It's not showing it, but I don't have too many lines on my chart. They're just moving averages. We're just moving averages. All right. Overall, life's good. Bitcoin wants to go lower. Which is fine. Nothing to get scared about. Nothing to worry about when you're trading with CC. Let's see what price does in the value area low, beginning at 100, 336. You love to see it. You love to see it. Got about 8 minutes, guys, and then I've got to peel out. I'm sorry. I'd love to do. No, it's an exciting day, 100K. I just wanted to come on and celebrate with you guys. But I did promise my daughter on Monday that on Thursday I would go eat dinner, eat lunch with her. And you got to hold true to your promises. You know, I remember when I bought some Bitcoin, when I bought my first Bitcoin back in 2016. I'll never forget it. Guy looked me right in the eyes and he's like, hey, Justin, I promise you one day this Bitcoin will be worth $100,000. And he, that shady man in the alley that I met off local Bitcoins, he didn't lie to me. And no one has ever lied to me in cryptocurrency since. All right? Every dip has pumped. Every ICO 500x'd. I have never met a fraudulent or shady character in the cryptocurrency space. They've all been, you know, salt of the earth, hardworking, honest to God, God-fearing folk. Yeah. If it's going to be worth $100,000, why are you selling it to me right now? I bought my first Bitcoin for it's like 600 something. And I'd love to tell you it's been all roses since then. It's not, right? Like, trading crypto is volatile, man. You know, and you make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. All right. I continue to make mistakes because every year there's something new, right? Every year there's something new. And, you know, I'm always trying to test new things out, you know. But what I'm relatively good at is sticking to what I'm good at. Okay? Like, You watch this, if you guys watch this stream every single day, right? I don't have like these complicated algos that are catching the best meme coins. I'm not running sniper bots because that's not really my lane. All right. There's other content creators out there who might be able to help you out with that. Pretty good at the big picture stuff, and I'm pretty good at just swing trading, and that's what I just stick to. That's what I just stick to. And you know, let's get some wise words in here, right? That's a secret to life. All right. It's very easy, and I talk about this all the time. It's very easy to hold yourself to unrealistic standards, and it's very easy to see all of this crazy success that you see people post on their timelines. First off, just understand that whenever you're on any form of social media, particularly like X, or even in Discords or Telegrams, with crypto, you are seeing what people post is their highlight reel. You don't get to see their raw footage. So you are sitting there comparing your raw footage to their highlight reel. And that's unrealistic expectations. It's unrealistic standards. They're not showing you their losses. Most, I would say a good chunk of people who are posting these like big, you know, like gains, a lot, you know, some of them are legitimate. Of course they are. But there's especially the ones with with a big microphone. They are, sorry guys, the cold's kicking in. You know, they're not showing you like their 50K losses, their 30K losses, their 100K losses, right? They're not showing you all the coins they bought that went to zero. Guys, sorry, the cold is taking over. So do not compare yourself to other people. Just focus on getting better with what you're doing. You can't be perfect at everything. You can't really be good at everything. You're probably not going to be good at a lot of things. Just focus on one strategy. Focus on a core basket of assets that you can trade. Focus on investing in things for the long term that you fundamentally believe in and understand, that you think will make the world a better place. You think there's a value proposition there, you know, and just do you, right? Just improve your life. You know, Bitcoin is not a get rich quick scheme. Crypto is not a get rich quick scheme. It is a way to financial prosperity if you're intelligent about it and you have realistic expectations going in. All right. But do not abandon the other pursuits of your life, like improving your financial income, improving your job, and achieving more status, becoming more healthy, you know, having a good relationship with your family, being a good man, being a good father, right? All of these kind of things. You know, cryptocurrency trading should be a positive supplement to your life. All right. It should not become an obsession. Thank you. I do this stream every morning, Henry, and welcome to the show. Happy to have you on here. I do the stream every morning, generally from 10 a.m. to noon. All right. I started early today because I have to leave in 2 minutes. Like I said, to have lunch with my daughter. And then I will come back. I will answer all of the messages in my DMs, which there are a lot of. And today is Thursday, so on Thursdays I shoot footage for topical videos. So I'll probably make I will probably make a video about Bitcoin. It'll come out tomorrow. Excuse me, on this YouTube channel and on Rumble. I will likely be making a video about obviously what it means, Bitcoin hitting 100,000, and you know, should we be selling here? Like big picture, what are the whales doing? We'll look at on-chain data. We'll look at the fundamentals of Bitcoin. We'll look at its fundamental value proposition. We'll look at the fact of, you know, the fact that things might be changing with the fact that we now have, you know, all of the dynamics that are going to go on between the US government and Bitcoin, the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Act. We've got the ETF. So again, everything might be different now. So all of our, I mean, just look at like NVIDIA, for the love of God, right? NVIDIA's stock is going to continue to pump. I mean, obviously that'll have pullbacks and all that kind of stuff, but as long as NVIDIA like is the choke point for, like, people don't understand that NVIDIA is the choke point between like a Cold War between the United States and America, or between the United States and China, right? China spends more money importing chips than it spends on energy. All right. So if you guys want to know why NVIDIA is up and why NVIDIA is going to continue to go up, that's why. Because it has been able to put itself in the middle of the most important conflict in the world. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys. Gosh darn cold. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on today's crypto market update. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you for all your questions. I apologize that I didn't get a chance to do any chart requests today. I will make up for it tomorrow. We'll probably do a longer live stream tomorrow. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, sarcastic remarks, and or death threats, please leave them in the comment section down below and let me know, how high do you think Bitcoin can go in the comments? Do you think we are quickly going to go to 115, 120, 125, 130, 150, 233? I want to know. I want to know your opinions because I put them all in the algorithm and then I trade based off of what you guys told me to do. Don't forget to go to BYDFi, exchange partner of this channel, where you will enjoy 0% spot trading fees on over 600 cryptocurrency pairs, up to 200x leverage on futures, and demo trading so you can trade and get good without actually risking your capital. With the second link in the description, we are currently hosting our Christmas season trading competition, free to join, $2,000 prize pool, and anybody who trades just $100 in trading volume will have an opportunity to share in the prize pool as well. So get registered, go get trading, and get yourself in there. If you guys like what you see on stream, if you guys find value in the show, don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, if you want to join our private team where you'll get my in-depth, my full report every single morning and evening, our premium indicators and one-on-one mentoring, check that first link out in the description. Thank you guys so much. We will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Trade safely and happy 6 figures day, guys. Cheers.
you you.